At PluginIndia, we have decided to fund our website by selling a series of such products which help us in living a better, more sustainable life. And one of these is a range of meters from a very nice Indian company called MECO. And we have found these to be of high quality using energy metering ICs, and they even give you true root mean square values, which is much better than what you get in regular meters. The build quality is nice, and you can see there's a product over here. This is the handheld MECO PG09. This is a 8-in-1 device which allows you to measure the voltage, the frequency, the current, the power factor. This is the kilovolt amperes, which is the real load, and this is the kilovolt ampere reactive, which is the reactive load. It also gives you the consumed power, which is the kilowatt, and it gives you how much energy you've used, which is the kilowatt hours. And at the end of this, every session that you use, you can find out the energy usage time, which is how much time has been spent in running that appliance or doing that session. And there's a small calculation here which tells you how many kilograms of carbon dioxide have been released into the atmosphere. The basic formula they are using is 0.555 kilograms of CO2 per unit of electricity consumed. So it's a very nice meter with a good build, nice micro switch buttons, and a 15 ampere socket and a 15 ampere plug in the back. The specifications are mentioned on the website. The MECO power card PG09 is a well designed device. It shows you everything on a very clear display. What I want to show you is the power triangle. Normally what we measure with our electrical instruments, that is the apparent power, which is volt amperes. Actually, in an AC circuit, what happens is that the actual work is done only by a certain amount of this supplied power, and that is the wattage, the actual power. Alright, now where does the rest of the power go is basically the reactive components, the capacitors, the inductors. They appear to take on this load, and this is called the reactive component, and this is volt ampere reactive. So there is this relationship between the apparent power, the real power, and the reactive power. This is what we are using, and this is what we pay for. The point being that this equipment over here will allow you to measure the reactive power in your circuit, and if you have a good power factor which is nearing 1, the amount of reactive power will go down. So we have a phase angle which is due to these reactive components, and by trigonometry you could find out your apparent power, your real power, or your reactive power. You can very easily figure out the total energy used by your device. Let's move on to a demo. We'll show you an electric kettle in action, and then I'll quickly calculate how much money it cost me to boil that much water. Alright guys, so here we are. This is an electric kettle and it's 900 watts. This is a 20 ampere model. You also get 5 amperes and 1 ampere model. You should have a 15 ampere plug, and you put in the PG09 in the 15 ampere socket. Alright, now I have a 5 ampere plug over here, so I'm using a converter. So I'll be plugging in the converter wire into the PG09, and I'll plug the kettle into the converter. That's it, we're ready to go. So we'll switch on the socket, and you can see that the meter lights up, and it's giving you a display of the current used, which right now it's not on. Now you will see that there's already some reading over here. This is the memory from last time. So this device is capable of remembering your total energy used. I can either let it be so that I would have a total consumption of all the devices I test, or I can erase it. So for our purposes, I'll just erase it. The way you do it is that you hold down the kilowatt and the energy usage time buttons simultaneously for about 5 seconds. 1002, 1003, 1004 and 1005. Here you have it. There's an energy usage time and it says clear no. So what I can do is I can say clear yes. That will clear the energy usage time. Then I press the KVA button and it tells me the energy or the total energy used, and it says clear no, I can shift that to a yes, no or a yes, any of these two buttons. And now when I press this button, it will go ahead and do that. It will clear the energy and the energy usage time. So there you have it, the energy usage time and the energy has been zeroed out. We'll load up our electric kettle with about 1 liter of water, and here we go. So as I have switched on the kettle, you can see the light here. It's showing us that there is about 4.4 amperes of current being drained. And so here you are, this is done, the kettle has done heating, it has switched off and there is no more current drawn. As a result, the energy reading has come to a halt. Let's go back to our pen and paper and we can do a quick calculation. Electric kettle, 1 liter of water is equal to 0.07 kilowatt hours, and that is the load. 1 kilowatt hour, let's say it costs us rupees 5. So when I multiply 5 into 0.07, that's it. So about 35 paise. That's the cost of my 1 liter of water to be heated. And also it has put out 0.03 kg of CO2 into the atmosphere. Electric kettle. We'll show you another use case scenario. So here we are doing the heavy load device, and it's about 2100 watts, and we want to figure out how many units of electricity this uses, and basically we'll be observing to see in between how much power it consumes at any one point of time. If there's a peak, how many amperes of current it draws. We are putting in our meter here, and now we will connect the dryer to the PG09. There is a heater. We are going to set the timer to low to 90 minutes, and the heater is on a low setting. And here we go, we are going to switch on the power. Alright, so what we have here is we'll just take a quick look at the readings that the PG09 provides us. And at first, this button, voltage and frequency, hertz, will give us the voltage of the AC current and the frequency. When you click on the second button, this is the amperes and the power factor. So if you can see the above over here, there is a PF, which is a power factor of 0.999, which is quite good. And over here you've got A, amperes. So this is 8.9 amperes of current being drawn. And due to the power factor, there's a bit of a lag, and it mentions that. And the next one is kilovolt amperes and kilovolt ampere reactive. So this is the apparent power. And over here you have kVAR, which is 0.029, and suddenly you heard this change and there was an increase in the reactive component, and it's 0.029 kVAR. That's your reactive component, and the active component is 2.089 kilovolt amperes. So this is a reading in amperes. It's about 2 amperes of current being drawn. So now we go on to the next reading, which is the kilowatts. This is the actual load, and the actual load over here you've got another current reading, 8.9 amperes, and it's telling you kilowatt hour 0.29881 of. So this is your kilowatt hour reading, and the next button is the energy usage time, and the energy usage time and carbon dioxide in kgs. So the EUT is I believe 18 minutes over here, hours and minutes, and carbon dioxide is 0.176 kilograms of carbon dioxide so far. These two buttons have a double key press function. This button, and this button show you the same readings even if you press it twice. So we've got you back in over here as the dryer cycle comes to an end. And just to show you a sampling of the readings that I've been monitoring, and over here you can see a peak, like this is the amperes, this is the current, and 8.8 amps, which is, I think the top, it showed 9.1 at a point. So that's the maximum current draw, and right now the heater is on and the motor is on, and let's check how many watts. And indeed it's consuming 2083. We had thought 1.8 kilowatts plus 300 watts, 2100. So this is about the maximum current and power draw that it can have. So this has come in towards the end of the dry cycle, and all throughout it has not been consuming as much as the maximum rated wattage and current ratings of the machine. So that gives us some insight into how actually the machine works. If we take a look at the energy usage time, is 1 hour and 19 minutes. This of course includes the time that we used to heat up the kettle, because we did not reset the values as we wanted a cumulative value of how much energy has been used, and it shows that only 1.4 units of power have been used to do the entire drying cycle. So now the cycle is done, and we have purposely left this off for quite some time, more than 2 hours. And let's take a look at the power readings of 1.6 kilowatt hours. So that's our power consumption for the dryer plus the kettle. And here we have the energy usage time as 1 hour and 47 minutes, and it's showing that about 0.9 kilos of carbon dioxide was released into the atmosphere. One cycle is equal to 1.7 kilowatt hours, and again of course 1 kilowatt hour or 1 unit is INR 5, 8.5 rupees. So that's how much it costs me to dry my clothes in the monsoons in Mumbai, and that's how this metering can really help us.